Interruptions. Joining us now are members of the Angelo State University Rams basketball team. In the center of our podium is head coach Chris Beard. On the far side, Coach Beard's right, is Bryan Hammond. Bryan is a 6-foot senior from New Orleans, Louisiana. On the near side of the podium is Kenny Williams. Kenny is a 6'7" senior from St. Louis, Missouri. First, Coach, your thoughts on a very tight basketball game.
Yeah, this was our third game against Cameron this year, and we have a lot of respect for their program. They're well coached. They've got really good players. In fact, they have 2 all-conference players on their team. So for us to beat a team as good as them 3 times in the same season was a real accomplishment. I thought the game started off like a lot of tournament games do, just kind of a lot of nerves on the floor. Neither team could quite get in a rhythm. But I was really proud of our guys tonight. We set a goal to try to have 10 turnovers or less. We accomplished that. And we tried to shoot 50% in the second half. We accomplished that, and I think those were the 2 biggest reasons that we won the game today.
Talk a little bit about your defense, specifically in the first half. Cameron shooting less than 20% from the field.
Yeah, I think that's something we pride ourselves on. You know, we take a lot of pride in being one of the best defensive teams in our conference and in this region and in the country. We spend the majority of our time in practice on defense. It's the first thing we tell recruits when we talk to them about coming to Angelo State is how much we take pride in our defense. And I thought tonight we did a good job defending. I think some of that, you know, Cameron obviously had some good shots they didn't make, but I give our guys a lot of credit too for making those shots tough, contested shots. And tonight there was no question our defense was a big part of the reason we won.
Bryan, you had 22 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Cameron made a run with about 3 minutes to go in the game, pulled within 3 points, but then you guys pulled it away. Talk a little bit about your game and then the way you guys were able to put the game away down the stretch.
We knew regardless it was going to be a close game, but once Coach called the timeout, he just told the seniors to just stay poised and keep the team together, and that's what we tried to do at the end of the game.
Kenny, you had 21 points and 9 rebounds. Those rebounds tied for game high. Talk a little bit about your job on the defensive end.
I mean, that was the main focus for me, man. Us and the team to come in this to this game, man. We knew that was going to win the game, defense. So I tried to stay aggressive, rebounding the whole game. And Coach stayed on us and make sure that happened.
Questions for the Rams?
Do you think this opens you guys up for the next game a little bit better? That it's been a while since you'd won a tournament game, and shots were hard to fall today. But are you more comfortable now, or did you get more comfortable as the game went on?
Well, this is our first year at Angelo State. Me and Kenny's and Brian's been here 2 years, so I'm not sure, you know, how many games that we've won in the past. But we came here with one goal in mind, is to win 3 games and win a championship, and we're 1/3 of the way there. We respect everybody in this league. We really understand that anybody can beat us, but we also think that we've proven over the course of our season in the competition, the games that we've won, that we can also beat anybody in this tournament, and that's certainly our focus, is to try to win 2 more games and take a championship back to San Angelo.
How big was Chris's three-pointer right there whenever they were making a run on you guys and he hit that shot, Bryan?
It was real big for us. I mean, Chris is known throughout the conference as a 3-point shooter, so a lot of teams key in on that, but for him to step in and knock it down under pressure was real big.
Kenny, we talked about you being pumped and getting out to your first conference tournament. Now that it's over with, do you feel a little more relaxed and, hey, that's out of the way, let's focus on tomorrow?
I do it just a little bit, but, you know, we know that the job is not finished. You know, we got to come back tomorrow, less than 24 hours, you know, and do the same thing. And that's all that matters to me, coach, and the team. And, you know, until it's all over, right, we ain't satisfied.
You guys split with Midwestern State in the regular season. What's the challenge of playing the team where you guys going to face tomorrow?
Yeah, the challenge with Midwestern is real simple. I think they're one of the best teams in the country. They're a national championship contender in my mind. I don't think they've lost since the last time we beat them in San Angelo. So not only are they a talented team with a really good coach, with great tradition, but they're also one of the hottest teams in the country. But with that being said, you know, our goal this year was to be a part of the fight. And I think if you'll ask anybody in the conference right now, we are a part of the fight. And a big part of that is the guy to my left, an all-conference player, Kenny, doing, again today, filling up the stat sheet for his team, and the guy to my right, who I think is an all-conference player. And a lot of respect for all the players that got all-conference this year, but for Bryan Hammond not to get it, I think was a mistake. Certainly the guys that did get it are deserving. But the guy to my right, I've been doing this a long time, and I've never coached a guard that does more for his team than Bryan Hammond. So we'll take the floor tomorrow against a really good Midwestern team that we have a lot of respect for. But with these two guys and the other guys in the locker room, you know, we're going to be part of the fight.
Any more questions for the Rams?
Yeah, if I could ask, Kenny, y'all beat Midwestern pretty good at your place, and then I think for 35 minutes you were right there with them in the second meeting. What's the key against them?
Like when we get back to the hotel, we're gonna we'll watch film, a lot more film on them, and it all comes down to just us playing defense. You know, we let at the end of the game, we let them get away from us when we was at their place, and tomorrow we'll definitely be prepared and know what's in stake for us, and we'll be there ready.
It's really personal satisfying hearing Kenny talk about defense so much. I've coached him for 2 years. The first 6 weeks of our relationship, he didn't know what that meant. But now he's really, really bought in. And, man, it makes me happy hearing you say that word.
Anything else for the Rams? Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.